Elon Musk typically doesn't hold a negative view of technology. He has established a reputation for himself by arguing that the future can arrive sooner, from Mars colonies to electric cars. But he sounds completely different when it comes to artificial intelligence. He has described AI as the greatest existential threat to humanity in a 2014 speech at MIT and likened it to summoning the monster. But why does Elon Musk hold a completely different perspective when it comes to artificial intelligence? Why is he feared for the upcoming artificial intelligence era? In today's video, we will be talking about the consciousness artificial intelligence holds on to it and why Elon Musk was right about the same. But before getting started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon. Let's begin.
This is Techtastic.
Elon Musk frequently uses Twitter and interviews to make significant claims. AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, or AI, with the strength and adaptability of human intelligence, would most likely exist by 2029, according to a tweet from Elon Musk last month to Jack Dorsey. And when Elon speaks, people pay attention. Would they though? Well, he has a history of making dramatic predictions that weren't always realized. For instance, these self-driving taxis he prophesied still do not exist. Given that Elon Musk famously said, with artificial intelligence, we are calling the demon to an audience at MIT, the notion that some sort of quantum leap in AI is imminent may actually make some people anxious in this particular case. Additionally, stating that human-level intelligence is not far off could serve as a diversion from all the existing problems with AI that are so urgently in need of being fixed. Now, we will come back to Elon Musk later, but before that, let's see what exactly is the take of AI inventors. One of the pioneers of artificial intelligence, Herbert Simon, famously predicted that machines will be able to perform every task that a human could in 20 years. This innovative remark was made by Simon in 1965. The various unanticipated difficulties associated with relying only on computers are what Simon and the other AI proponents missed, and they are what set them apart. If that is it, has AI technology come into existence way before, or has it just started? Well, we have the answer. More than 50 years ago, the field of AI initially began to take shape, but we have only recently begun to realize AI's full potential, mostly because of the machine learning industry's explosive expansion and democratization. Today, there are a plethora of open-source AI technologies that may assist any business person in fast implementing AI, such as Google's TensorFlow, Microsoft's Cognitive Toolkit, and Amazon Machine Learning. These developments have hastened the shift from a model in which people assist AI to one in which humans assist AI. Businesses now have amazing chances to grow as a result of the reduction in the need for human capital. However, many proponents of the technology are pushing the envelope even further and calling for the elimination of human involvement. Before moving on to take Elon Musk about artificial consciousness, we have to understand what artificial consciousness is, and before having an idea about it, we must know about human consciousness first. So let's float on to this journey. Between intelligence and consciousness, there is a distinction. Simply said, intelligence is the capacity to find solutions to issues. Because good chess playing is thought to require intelligence when played by a person, it is plausible to ascribe intelligence to AI chess software that can beat the majority of people. When it comes to consciousness, things are different, since it's quite challenging to come up with an accurate definition that encompasses what consciousness is all about. Some claim that consciousness is the state we all experience while we are awake, as opposed to when we are asleep. But this is untrue because awareness includes dreaming. This concept is also overly limited because it leaves out the everyday events that affect all of us. We all have personal experience with awareness, thus we can all agree that it is impossible to define. It makes me think of the jazz trumpeter Louis Armstrong's response to the question, "How do you define jazz?" If you have to ask, you'll never find out, he said. The same is true of consciousness. We all struggle to define it, but we all understand how it feels to leap into a chilly pool, to taste ice-cold water on a scorching hot day, or to be lifted when we hear a song on the radio that we had almost forgotten. There are a variety of positive, negative, and neutral experiences that contribute to the reality of consciousness. Every day of our existence, we all have inner, subjective experiences that philosophers refer to as qualia. Our lives have significance because of these qualia experiences, But can an artificial consciousness ever understand the purpose of reality in the same way? For instance, when we imagine a horse, all of our senses, sight, hearing, smell, touch, and so forth, come together in our minds to conjure up memories of a horse. We picture a four-legged, fuzzy animal rushing over fields while neighing and smelling odd. Many additional horse-related experiences come to mind, including hauling a carriage, being at a stable, and so forth. Our common sense understanding, which has developed through our conscious experiences, is influenced by these conscious experiences. This human common sense information can be captured by AI systems like CYC. Although CYC is aware of these correlations and facts about horses, it is unable to give them the same level of meaning and comprehension as humans. But does that even matter? Yes, very infrequently, as AI programs occasionally struggle to deal with novel and unexpected circumstances. In contrast to an AI program that would use machine learning algorithms to decide from learned previous driving examples, when we are driving a car, for instance, we can deal with unusual situations that we may have never encountered before because of our flexible understanding of reality in the world. The majority of our driving activities are repetitive and simple for AI to repeat. Imagine, however, that while I was traveling, there was an earthquake that resulted in road subsidence. Unconsciously, I would be told to slow down by my instinct. I would probably also act instinctively, such as avoiding being on or close to a bridge, as there is a chance that the bridge could collapse owing to gravity. Common sense knowledge might not be sufficient because there are an unlimited number of alternative outcomes for such an occurrence, making it impossible to fully explain all of them. What do you think about the steps of artificial intelligence in this situation? You might believe it might be feasible to expand its database of learnt examples, but how can it achieve this if these cases have never been met before? The issue is that the AI system would have to respond and think in the context of a circumstance it had never faced. Even though it could be quite unlikely, it could happen. Furthermore, such uncommon occurrences are growing increasingly frequent. After the 2008 global banking crisis, mathematical statistician Nicholas Taleb researched the idea of very unusual events known as black swan events. In his book, The Black Swan, he demonstrates how catastrophically rare events are and properly justified by the fact that they are becoming more frequent. The title of his book was chosen since it was regarded as impossible to see a black swan because they were all assumed to be white. It's challenging to contest his assertion. Who could have predicted the COVID-19 pandemic, for instance? If there ever was a black swan occurrence, this was it. Now comes artificial consciousness into the picture. This indicates that because it's challenging to determine the boundaries of common sense knowledge, common sense alone may not be sufficient for AI computers to handle all circumstances. It's possible that the only way to give the machine significance is to give it artificial consciousness. Of course, artificial consciousness won't be exactly like a human consciousness. Descartes, Daniel Dennett, Roger Penrose, and many other philosophers and scientists have offered several theories of consciousness regarding how the brain generates thought from neural activity. Using neuroscience tools like fMRI scanners, we may be able to better understand how this occurs and advance AI's humanization efforts. However, in doing so would require addressing what Australian philosopher David Chalmers refers to as the hard problem of consciousness, namely how subjectivity may emerge from matter. Or to put it another way, how can subjective perceptions result from brain activity? In addition, the only way we can truly comprehend human consciousness is through the first-person perspective, which is our own inner experience. The same would hold true for synthetic awareness. We will only be able to access it from a third-person standpoint. Well, of all the things mentioned about human consciousness and artificial consciousness, have anything to do with Elon Musk? Well, exactly, yes. Well, we all know that the relationship between Elon Musk and artificial intelligence doesn't go well. Musk has predicted and given his bold statement for artificial consciousness, and every statement seems to be true. But what exactly is the future behold for Star Trek? Could it set a benchmark without AI? The reality is that the level of artificial intelligence Musk is imagining is far removed from the pattern recognition-based AI that exists today. Yes, artificial intelligence is already capable of some astounding feats, such as speech recognition and the ability to have fascinating but strange conversations about almost any subject. But contemporary AI is far from being what it needs to be in terms of dependability, coherence, and reliability. Despite several assurances over the years, AI frequently commits weird and unanticipated blunders of incomprehension. Additionally, it reinforces preconceptions, disseminates false information, and still struggles with routine activities, like human-level driving, especially under unexpected conditions. Recently, a summoned Tesla struck a $3 million aeroplane that was parked at a largely deserted airfield. Although these problems are well acknowledged within the industry, there are currently no concrete solutions. Well, in my opinion, Elon Musk, being a public figure, has misled the public with his views on artificial intelligence. Realisticism is a necessary first step in fixing the existing problems with AI and making good use of the AI we already have. One of the most crucial yet difficult engineering objectives of our day is creating an AI that is actually trustworthy. However, being sarcastic about it doesn't help. In our opinion, Musk has deceived the public about how much further we still have to go by creating a rosy and perhaps unrealistic picture. Well, that's it, guys. What do you think about artificial consciousness? Tell us your views about Elon Musk's bold statement on artificial intelligence. What do you think? Is Elon Musk right about artificial consciousness, or it's just his regular predictions? Let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.